What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be looking at the inline display. So every HTML element has a default display value that dictates if it can share the horizontal space with other elements. Now, some elements fill the entire browser from left to right, regardless of the size of their content. Other elements only take up as much horizontal space as the content requires and can be directly next to other elements. In this lesson, we'll cover the three values for the display: the inline, the block, and the inline block. So the default display for some elements, such as the emphasis, so the EM, the strong, and the anchor, is called inline. So inline elements have a box that wraps tightly around their contents, only taking up the amount of space necessary to display their content, and not requiring a new line after each element. The height and width of these elements cannot be specified in the CSS document. For example, the text of another anchor tag will by default be displayed on the same line as the surrounding text. It will only be as wide as necessary to contain its contents. Inline elements cannot be altered in the size with the height or width CSS properties. So to learn more about inline, read blank MDN documentation. So we put an emphasis on this. So in the example above, the EM element is inline because it displays its content on the same line as the content surrounding it, including the anchor tag. This example will display this. So the EM italicizes it, and again, it's read on the same line. The CSS display property provides the ability to make any element an inline element. This includes elements that are not inline by default, such as paragraphs, divs, and headings. The CSS in the example above will change the display of all H1 elements to inline. The browser will render the H1 elements on the same line as the inline elements immediately before or after them, if there are any. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So in the index.html, we're going to add an opening and closing strong tags around the word welcome. So let's see, around the word welcome, we're going to have strong and then a closing strong. Okay. Notice that the element does not move. That's because strong elements are inline, so that they share lines with other elements. So it's still inline, and that's how you have it here. So that is inline display right there. I hope you did learn something from this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And have a fantastic day.